Welcome back to our channel. Everyone, today is a beautiful, sunny day, but things in Genoa City are darker and more dramatic than ever. We have so much to unpack, so grab a huge cup of coffee and let's dive right into the absolute chaos. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I was literally sitting here eating my dinner, just casually having some pasta, and I literally choked. I had to pause the TV and text my friend immediately because I can't even deal right now. Okay, listen, the audacity of this entire situation is actually blowing my mind. Victor Newman is officially the most unhinged, also the most iconic character right now, and don't even get me started on that. I am literally shaking just thinking about what she just did. I mean, we all know Victoria has her moments where she plays 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers, but this takes the cake. Okay, where was I? Right. So, Victoria, she is watching her mother, Nikki, absolutely crumble. And I mean crumble into a million tiny little pieces. Nikki is having these severe, agonizing headaches, which honestly makes me so scared for her. Like, what if it's a brain tumor? Mark my words, this is going to end badly. But anyway, Nikki is breaking down because Victor is being, well, Victor. He is manipulating everything and everyone, and Nikki is just suffocating under his control. She is literally trapped in this toxic cycle, and Victoria can see it happening right in front of her eyes. Plus, Nick is in the hospital after a massive fentanyl overdose. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, I forgot to mention earlier, Nick's overdose was literally the most terrifying thing ever. And Matt Clark, yes, Matt Clark, the actual devil himself saved him. He did CPR. I'm dead. I literally cannot breathe. And what does Victor do instead of being grateful? He locks Matt in the Newman ranch room. The absolute sheer madness of this family is beyond anything I have ever seen. So Victoria is looking at this absolute dumpster fire of a family situation, and she realizes her mom is going to actually lose her mind if she doesn't get a lifeline. So Victoria does the most insane, brilliant, risky thing ever. She goes to Jack Abbott. Jack Abbott, the man who is currently in a blood feud with Victor because Victor literally used Patty Williams, a literal psychopath, to drug and compromise Jack on an abandoned yacht, which is insane, by the way. I still haven't recovered from the yacht storyline, I swear. But Victoria goes to Jack, and she sends this desperate SOS. She's like, Jack, I need you. Not just to help Nick through rehab, which makes total sense because Jack has been through addiction and knows exactly how dark and twisted that road gets. But she asks for something else. Something so much more dangerous. My jaw dropped. Victoria literally looks Jack in the eye and begs him to be a secret emotional confidant for Nikki, a secret point of support, behind Victor's back. I was yelling at my screen, like, Victoria, do you want to start World War III? Because if Victor finds out that his daughter orchestrated secret therapy sessions between his wife and his absolute worst enemy, he's going to actually spontaneously combust. I'm calling it now. Victor is going to lose his actual mind and probably burn down half the city. But Jack, oh my god, Jack, why would he do that? Actually, no, I totally get why he did it. Jack agrees. He literally agrees to do it. He looks at Victoria and he just gets it. Jack understands how deeply hurt Nikki is right now. He knows Victor's manipulation firsthand. I mean, Victor used Patty to drug Jack, so Jack knows exactly how toxic, cruel, and completely suffocating Victor's control can be. Jack is like, yes, I will be her secret rock. And honestly, my heart melted a little bit, but I'm also terrified for him. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, so Jack and Nikki start having these highly discreet, super secret meetings. Imagine the tension. They are sneaking around Genoa City, probably meeting in dark corners of the athletic club or some random park bench where nobody can see them, and it's just so dramatic. I am obsessed. Jack is literally stepping into the line of fire to be there for the woman he used to love, the woman who is currently married to the man trying to destroy him. It's giving Shakespearean tragedy, honestly. And let's just talk about Nikki's mental state for a second because she needs to get it together, I swear. Also, I feel so bad for her. She is carrying the weight of the entire Newman family on her shoulders. Nick is fighting for his life on a ventilator. Victor is locking people in gyms and acting like a mafia boss. Nikki is getting these blinding headaches, and she has literally no one to talk to inside that family. Because if she talks to Victoria, Victoria is stressed. If she talks to Victor, he just manipulates her and gaslights her into thinking everything is fine when it's literally a nightmare. So Jack becomes her safe space. He sits there, and he just listens. He patiently listens to her vent about Victor, about Nick, about the absolute circus that is her life, and Jack doesn't judge her. He doesn't try to manipulate her like Victor does. He doesn't have an ulterior motive. He just offers this pure, unadulterated emotional support that Nikki so desperately needs right now. I was literally crying watching this play out in my head. It's so beautiful, but so incredibly dangerous. I can't even deal right now. And don't even get me started on the danger. If Victor catches them, it's over. Mark my words, Victor is going to hire someone to follow Nikki, or he's going to put a tracker on her car because he's a paranoid control freak. And when he sees her crying on Jack Abbott's shoulder, oh, it's going to be a bloodbath. I am actually terrified for Jack. Jack is already dealing with so much. Wait, I completely got distracted by the Nikki and Jack stuff. I forgot to mention earlier that Diane is literally missing. Yes, Diane Jenkins has been missing for 2 days, and Kyle is absolutely losing his mind. Kyle literally pinned Patty Williams to a wall and choked her trying to get answers. It's wild. So Jack is dealing with his missing wife, his unhinged violent son, his own trauma from the yacht, and now he's acting as a secret therapist for Nikki Newman. The man needs a vacation. Seriously. He needs to go to an island and turn his phone off. Okay, where was I? Right. So the secret meetings. Every time they meet, you can literally see the weight lifting off Nikki's shoulders. Jack's emotional support is actually working. She is finding her inner peace and her strength again, right in the middle of all these family problems. It's like Jack is pouring water on the fire that Victor started in her brain. They're forming this unexpected alliance, and it is honestly the most iconic team-up of the year. I am so here for it. But are you serious, Victoria? I still can't get over Victoria being the mastermind behind this whole thing. She basically handed her mother over to the enemy because she knows the enemy treats her mother better than her own father does. The psychology of that is just insane. Victoria is playing 4D chess while Victor is playing checkers. I'm screaming. It's just a good. She knew Nikki needed an outsider, someone completely removed from Victor's toxic web, and she picked the one guy Victor hates the most. The absolute shade of it all. Honestly, let's just pause and think about Jack's history for a second. Jack has been to hell and back with pills. He knows what Nick is going through. So when Victoria approached him, she wasn't just asking for a favor, she was asking for a lifesaver. Nick is lying there on a ventilator, his life hanging by a thread, and Victor's brilliant solution is to kidnap the guy who saved him, make it make sense. Victoria sees this and realizes her family is fundamentally broken. She knows Victor cannot handle Nick's addiction because Victor sees addiction as a weakness, not an illness. But Jack knows the demons, Jack knows the dark nights of the soul. So Jack agreeing to help Nick is already a massive deal. But adding Nikki to the mix, that is the real kicker. I just keep picturing Nikki, sitting in some dimly lit room, clutching her head because those headaches are getting worse and worse. And Jack just walking in and offering her a cup of tea and a shoulder to cry on. Nikki has been putting on this brave face for decades. She is the matriarch of the Newman family. She has to be perfect. She has to be poised. She has to stand by Victor even when he is doing the most despicable things imaginable. But with Jack, she doesn't have to pretend. She can just be broken. And Jack is letting her be broken. He isn't trying to fix the unfixable. He is just being present. Which is exactly what Victoria knew her mother needed. Victoria is honestly the MVP of this week. She looked at her parents' marriage, saw the absolute toxic wasteland it has become, and decided to outsource her mother's emotional well-being to the Abbott family. I am literally cackling. It is so funny, but also so deeply tragic. Victor thinks he has absolute control over his wife, but meanwhile, she is sneaking off to find solace with Jack Abbott. Wait, did I already say that? Yes, but it bears repeating because it is just so wild. I keep thinking about how Victor is going to react. Victor is so arrogant. He truly believes that Nikki will always come back to him, no matter what he does. He thinks he can drug Jack, kidnap people, lock Matt Clark in a gym, and Nikki will just smile and nod. But this secret alliance with Jack is Nikki finally taking back a tiny piece of her own agency. It's her saying, I need help, and I'm not going to let you dictate where I get it. And Jack is risking so much. I mean, Diane is missing. His wife is literally gone. Kyle is out here choking women in alleyways, and Jack is playing secret therapist. It just shows how deep his bond with Nikki really goes. They have this profound, unspoken connection that Victor has never been able to completely sever, and honestly, I am rooting for them. I don't even care if it causes drama. Actually, I do care. I want the drama. I want Victor to walk in on them having a deep, emotional conversation, and just watch his mustache twitch with absolute fury. I honestly think this is going to turn into something more. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly for Victor, but maybe it ends with a romance for Jack and Nikki. I mean, they have so much history. They have been through addiction together. They have been through Victor's abuse together. When Jack looks at her during these secret meetings, you can just feel the empathy radiating off him. He isn't just doing this as a favor to Victoria. He's doing it because he genuinely cares about Nikki. He sees how broken she is and he wants to fix her. And Nikki is soaking it up like a sponge. She has been starved of genuine, non-manipulative affection for so long. Victor's love is so conditional and controlling. You do what Victor wants, or you get punished. But Jack's support right now is just pure. I can't even deal right now. It's making me so emotional. But I also know that in Genoa City, secrets never stay secret. Someone is going to see them. Maybe Patty will see them. Oh my god, if Patty sees them, she will absolutely use it to destroy everything because she's obsessed with Jack. I'm literally hyperventilating thinking about the potential fallout. Patty is already a ticking time bomb. If she finds out Jack is secretly meeting with Nikki, she will probably try to murder Nikki again. Or Victor will find out and try to destroy Jabbo. It is a little powder keg waiting to explode. And Jack is just sitting there, sipping coffee with Nikki, acting like he isn't playing with a live grenade. The audacity, not okay, but also I am living for every single second of it. So to wrap up this massive, unhinged rant because I literally need to go finish my dinner before it gets cold. Jack and Nikki are the secret duo we didn't know we needed. Victoria is a mastermind. Victor is completely oblivious for now. And Nick is hopefully going to get the rehab help he needs from Jack. Assuming Jack survives Victor's inevitable wrath, I am done. I can't breathe. This show is going to be the death of me, I swear. Let me know what you guys think because I am literally spiraling.